What's up, YouTube? Welcome to the Coffee Pod. My name is Chishi Zed.
Drink the coffee, it'll make you feel better.
I was a stripper. I did OnlyFans, and I'm ashamed. Woman breaks down in tears. No more wasting time. Let's get it.
I was a stripper. I did OnlyFans. I live in my truth. And I am ashamed at the behavior I've done because I am now 28 years old. I'm actually 28 years young on this earth. And I can say that I'm ashamed because of a lot of different reasons. I can sit here and I can talk to women and explain to younger girls coming up and things. I thought it was cool. I thought this is what I wanted to do. I thought this is how I wanted to live. But all these females that you guys look up to in the industry, that the media pushes you, they're all miserable. They have no peace. They cry every night. They're
Really?
not happy with themselves. They hate themselves so much so they get surgeries and they try to fit themselves to be in something they're not, and they're never going to fulfill it because they're not fulfilled on the inside.
All right, so there's a part 2, guys, that I'm going to play here. So it turns out everything that we've known about modern women who pursue this specific lifestyle, OnlyFans and stripping, getting their body done, is everything we thought it was. But wait, it gets deeper.
It is. I have joy. I have things. I don't have the things that I used to have. And I have the things I have things that I never used to have, but I lost everything I used to have. So the money, the fame, the popularity, the friends, I lost it all. But I gained happiness. I gained peace, bro. I gained joy. I gained a purpose. Like, I found, like, I'm gonna start crying. But
All right, I have to say this right now because I already know some of you guys are over there pulling out your napkins, Kleenexes, and wiping your eyes. And I'm not saying don't feel bad for this chick, but I want to take a different approach to this situation. For the remainder of this, guys, I'd like you to divorce yourself from this woman's story. I get it. You can talk about it later on, but just for a moment, divorce yourself from this woman's story and the tears and the pain, which is very real. And I believe she actually means what she's saying. I'm choosing to believe that. But instead of focusing on this woman's unique story, I want you to replace what she's saying with a woman who's gotten to 28 and has kids and is finally ready to settle down with the good guy. Or the woman who gets to 29, 30, and has never had a boyfriend because she's been out partying in the streets, hasn't done OnlyFans or stripped or anything like that, but she's had a hell of a lot of fun in the streets, letting dudes bust her cheeks left and right, and is finally gone back to church, revived herself. Again, this is not me doubting this sincerity, but one thing you guys have to notice is the cycle of these women is the same, regardless of the degree they decided to indulge in street behavior. Whether all they did was just rack up bodies and didn't actually film it for OnlyFans content, or they did film it for OnlyFans content, it's the same shit is what I'm basically trying to say. This is the epiphany phase. Perfectly being told this chick's 28. She's right at the same age. Shout out to Rollo Tomasi who coined the term. And that's what's happening exactly right here. Let's keep listening.
I don't want to cry, but I'm just saying, like, all right. Woo! I'm just saying, like,
And if you don't know what that is, it's the phase most women today get in their life when they're finally done with the party phase, the bad boys. Their biological clock starts to signal to them that, like, hey, I'm getting closer to that age where my window is running out to capitalize on having children, right? That urge to reproduce, to settle down. And they're realizing that party might be coming to an end. But we know that society tells women the party never comes to an end and lies to them to continue to live their best life when it all ends in tears.
Drink the coffee, it'll make you feel better.
Let's keep listening.
I know it's real because I know it's real because I know what I've been through. And I know that when I gave it up to the world, it might seem like, oh, you fell off. Oh, You know what I'm saying? These are happy tears, by the way. It's just like, it makes me like emotional a little when I talk about it. But it's just like, I don't know. It's just what I've been through. Like, I don't understand what I've been through. What I've been through, like, to say that I have happiness, to say that I have a peace of mind, given everything I've been through, and y'all don't even know everything I've been through. Y'all just only know, like, y'all only know 25% of what I've been through, and it was a lot. To sit here and say that I'm happy, like I'm happy. Like I don't have to go out. I don't have to be in fake people's faces. Like I don't.
That's good.
I'm happy. I have peace, bro. And it's like there's certain things I don't have that I would have had if I didn't live a certain way. But at the same time, it's all Most High timing. I'm pretty confident in everything that's gonna happen in my life. But I wouldn't go back. I just wouldn't go back. Like, it's just not something I go back. And I just, I wish, like, I can say it's like, I wish that I listened earlier. It would have saved a lot of trauma from my son. I just feel like sometimes your kids will pay for your behavior. You might be doing something and your kid will suffer, you know what I'm saying? So that's never something I ever wanted to happen. I try to keep my son away from my lifestyle and things that I did. But unfortunately my son was he took a lot because of my choices. So I wish I learned earlier, but I know now, so it is what it is.
Man. And then there was a child involved in all this.
At least I could say that if I didn't go through what I went through, I would never be here. I don't know where I'd be. If I took a deal, I wouldn't be happy. If I took a record deal, I probably would have been in a contract and I would have been gone. I feel like I didn't feel like Satan tried to take my soul, and there's many ways that he tried to do it, and he was unsuccessful. And for that, it's all praise to the Most High, because
Amen.
I don't know what I would have been. I don't know where I would have been at if it wasn't for everything that I've been through. I'm not happy about what I went through.
This is the part where a lot of people want me to focus on this chick. And while I'm very, 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 very happy for women who do get to, yes, I'm very happy for women who get to the point where they're turning their lives around. Why? Because nobody's perfect. You're not perfect. I'm not perfect. We've all made mistakes. And taking accountability are the first steps towards producing real change. This is also where I remind people that this is a men's channel. So rather than me sit here and take on the responsibility of trying to convince other women to not make the mistake that this chick has made, I'm here for the fellas, man. I'm here for the men. Hopefully women can continue to do what this chick is doing herself, is warning the younger generation. She seems pretty young herself. And unlike Black China, who pretty much said, go ahead and do OnlyFans while it benefits you. I'm here to let guys know that, guys, if you're out here and you still value relationships and you plan to have a healthy relationship and like settle down with a chick, you're going to run into these type of women. And some of them are going to be sincere. Some of them are not. But you have to be aware and careful to the fact that you're taking on the consequences of the decisions that person has also made in their life. Not only the struggles of building a relationship. Here's what I mean. You get to decide what you do with. Some women will not have done OnlyFans, of course, or stripping, or some women will not have had hella bodies. Some women would just have been like promiscuous and maybe have been damaged from past toxic relationships. You get to decide what you're going to deal with. Some will come with hella kids. Some will come with one kid. Maybe she may bring enough value to you that you're willing to deal with a single mother. Yes, I've said plenty of times that there are women out here who are willing to do enough work and are single mothers and say, listen, I am not doing this guy a favor with this child. I'm going to do work so that I am more appealing than the woman who does not have a kid but has way more trauma, and I'm going to make myself more likable and the better choice. My main point here is you got to choose your struggle. You got to choose what you're going to deal with out here, and you got to be careful because not all women are sincerely coming to a reformed place genuinely. You got to be careful about vetting the actual person to understand, are they ready for a relationship? And here's why that's important, because some guy will probably run into a chick like this and think like, oh, so she's actually ready for marriage. What does she believe when it comes to marriage? Maybe it won't be a chick who's reached the epiphany phase with the history of OnlyFans and adult content, but maybe she has a bunch of kids. What does she expect? Does she expect you to come completely last and provide for her kids and not be able to discipline them, and for you to not have leadership qualities? And does she think she's doing you a favor even though she's the single mother? A lot of these chicks will be ready to settle down at the epiphany phase. And some of you guys are saying, well, I'm waiting for a virgin. Ha. Good luck with that. Good luck with that. The best you can hope to find today, this is just me keeping it real with you, is a woman who's made her mistakes. They're not so crazy that they're keeping you up at night. And she's also done the work to heal and help herself. I mean, no one's perfect at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Men also have to do the work to prepare themselves for healthy relationship, to prepare themselves for the possibility of marriage, to guys who are considering that, etc. But you just have to be careful about vetting out these women and make sure you know what you're taking on and know if you truly are ready to take that on. Let's check out a few of these comments, man, in response to this video. First comment here says, good to see some females taking accountability for their actions. Now, again, this is a tough one because this is most women. They get to this age and they start looking back and saying, oh my gosh, what have I done? What's more impressive? Well, it's when these women decide to tap out earlier, right? Here's another comment that says, what's her OnlyFans though? I just want to show young ladies an example of why they shouldn't be doing this. Yo, this guy's a fool. Another comment here says, please don't be ashamed. It was a growth period. See, this is a problem. I think shame needs to be normalized for living a life, period of your life where you disrespected yourself. How many of you guys feel shame for that period where you did not know your value as a man? You whined, complained, thirsted, chased after women, but then you started to work on yourself. Not the guys that are just pissed off and upset about female nature, but the guys who worked on themselves and improved themselves and improved their options, improved their perspective, and their life got better. You need to be ashamed of that past. That's how you improve. And people want to do away with shame. Don't be ashamed. Let's go on. He says, the shame comes from when you know better but continue the same behavior. Stripping is not a shameful job. Gosh, man.
God damn it! You can't make this shit up.
But some of the things people do when that are stripping may be shameful. So these are the guys that they want to hear from. Thank you for sharing your truth. Please continue to grow and heal and see your yeah, okay. Another comment here says, sorry, not sorry. You're blacklisted. You a no-go, sis. Now, and that's it. But try and save the rest. Or to some people, that's how they feel. Here's another comment that says, I'm proud of you, sis. March on in truth. We got a few more comments here. Somebody else here says she's helping many people. Here's another comment that says, all praise to the Most High. Oh, this is the actual chick here who responded. Yeah, man. Overall, I congratulate anybody who gets to a point where they want to better themselves. You know, I'll never talk anyone out of that or place the judgment, especially from a spiritual perspective. God is the only person that knows people's hearts sincerely in the case of them going back to church. But I have to mention, man, this is also pretty typical for a lot of chicks who hit the epiphany phase is they go to church, right? You go to church, you find that the majority of guys there, or a lot of guys there, may be virgins and are successful as you'd expect at being virgins. And the women are reformed 304s. Coincident? I don't know. I'll leave that up to you to discuss in the comment section down below. As always, I appreciate you for checking out yet another episode of The Coffee Pot. Till next time, I'm out. Peace.